Hello dears, and welcome to Mars Musings of this week. I hope that the money ahas inspired you. Last week I got some replies. It's absolutely lovely to hear from you and to keep moving along this journey around money and how we're relating to it and what kind of wake-up calls we're having. And this week I really want to kind of dive into this because I have opened the doors again for Elle-vation for any women who feel like jumping in and want support in making their projects happen. So I work in the full cycle around money. I believe that we need to make money from what we love to do, to then use it in our lives and then invest it in ways that align with our values. So we have the full cycle of how we're working with money. And one big key, especially for women and especially for mothers, because I'm a mother and I've worked with so many, is to make aligned money. Is to make money from what you love to do, from projects, from things that you want to birth into the world. And I know this can be so difficult sometimes, especially when we're in our heads, alone at home, wanting these projects to be born because they're our true soul calling, and oftentimes they don't even fit into the world or into the definitions of what businesses exist out there. And so that's where the Elle-vation group was born from. I work with women on a weekly basis in a community where we have a call once a week to support each other on ideas. We work in the flow of our rhythm. We don't work in the 24-hour cycles like men, but 28-day cycles, or according to our own flow cycle with the 4 different areas, which for me are really the reflective phase when we're bleeding, going inwards, receiving the visioning, the dynamic of making structures and planning, the expressive going out there when you're ovulating, really connecting to clients and to others, and then the creative phase, the PMS phase, if we use it correctly, really harnessing that energy and creating. And if we know which part of the cycle we're in and we work with that, we can really amplify our project. And that's what I've implemented working with the women. It's like a mastermind. We keep each other accountable. We motivate each other, hold each other in wherever we've said we're going to be, but also kind of push each other forward. And it's so important, I feel, instead of being alone, to really have that community. And then on Thursdays, we also have Get Stuff Done sessions where we show up to work together and literally get stuff done, to stay motivated. And this is the drive behind the community, to really support each other forward, especially as women, putting your work into the world and having like a, I would almost say like a mirror or a bouncing board or a board to reflect on that is not our partners or our friends who might have different views, but completely, let's say, strangers or people outside of our lives who can give us objective perspectives and also support us. So if you are a woman at home thinking of putting your project out in the world, if you need another boost, if you want to connect a community to really put the energy in, please ping me. Doors are opening. I'm opening up a new intake of women. I generally invite women to join for 3 months to really be in that rhythm and concretize what they want to put in the world to be able to birth it. So if any of this speaks to you, please reach out. I'd be happy to have a chat. My idea of this Elle-vation community, as it says, Elle-vation, to really elevate women, to bring them up, to put your work in the world. And if it seems so obscure to you, if you seem alone, please ping in. I've helped women create businesses who love to create altars. That's become their work now. They travel on the world creating altars, fixed and for festivals. I've had others completely out of the blue creating many retreats, yoga, putting their own work, coaches, but more than that, also things that don't exist yet. And let's frame that, let's bring that to the world, because that is what is needed today. And I want to really hold you there, and also almost like, how do I say, celebrate you, to put your passion out there, to really birth that budding flower that wants to be seen, to allow that fragrance to be shared in the world, and to allow your essence to come through, because this is the unique gift that is missing. And more than anything, especially speaking to your mothers, if you have a child at home, you're really genuinely speaking, and this is from my experience, but I can only speak from this, when I feel that I'm so aligned with my purpose, the time that I'm away from him, I don't feel guilty. And I know that so many moms feel this stretch between, okay, how much time am I spending with my child, how much time am I spending on work? But when we're fully aligned, we know that this is our purpose, this is what we're supposed to be doing, and we also show up fully as mothers, as present as possible when we are with our children. I think this is the most important point. This is the balance I'm trying to reach in my life, and I wish I could convey to so many more women to be able to find their purpose as well as being mothers in the world, making their living and having money work for them too. So I hope this inspires you in some way. If any of this is something that you would like to be a part of, please reach out. We can see if that's the right fit, the right timing for you, and let's keep creating these projects and putting them out into the world.